For this recipe, you will need 1 cup unsalted butter. You will also need 3 tablespoons icing sugar, confectioner's sugar, which you will sift and set aside. Additionally, you will need another 2 cups icing sugar and set that aside. You will also need 1 egg yolk, 1 tablespoon of brandy. You will need half a cup of finely chopped toasted almonds, which is completely optional, 2½ cups of plain flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and a couple of whole cloves. This recipe yields about 40 cookies. Cooking time is approximately 20 minutes, and you should now heat your oven at 160 degrees Celsius, which is 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's get started. I'm going to melt the butter in a pot because our microwave packs up, so you could preferably do this in a microwave, or a pot is fine. I'm just going to throw this whole stick of butter right into the pot and melt it. You should melt your butter until the bubbles subside and it's golden brown, but do not burn it. Then you'll pour your melted butter into a mixing bowl. It's about done, and we're going to pour this into a mixing bowl. Next, you will take 3 tablespoons of icing sugar, which I've just put into a bowl, and you will sift that into your melted butter in your mixing bowl. So just get yourself a sieve and just sift that in. So this is 3 tablespoons. And now you will just mix your butter and icing sugar till it's light and fluffy with a hand mixer. And now you're going to add in 1 egg yolk into your mixture. And now add in 1 tablespoon of brandy. And now we're going to just mix this up. Make sure you mix your egg yolk and brandy really well. This is optional. Now you can add in your finely chopped ½ cup of almonds. Just throw that into your mixture and just mix that in. And now let's go on to the next step. What I have here is 2½ cups of flour, which I'm going to sift into a bowl twice. Before I do that, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder into my flour mixture. Just 1 teaspoon. Just give that a little mix. And now I'm going to sift this into my bowl twice to make it light and fluffy. And now we're just going to do this one more time. I'm just putting it back into my bowl. I've put the sifted flour mixture back into my bowl, and now I'm going to sift it for the second time. Greek Kourabiedes are actually so delicious. It's normally made at Christmas time. It's a Greek shortbread. It's really good, guys. You'll love it. You've got to try this recipe. So now we're just sifting it for the second time. Perfect. Let's go on to the next step. Perfect, guys. Now we got our flour mixture all sifted into one bowl and our butter, brandy and almond mixture in the other bowl. So we're going to gently just mix this in a little at a time. Just mix it in. The mixture already smells good, guys. Now I'm going to add a little more in and just continue mixing. And preheat your oven to 160 degrees Celsius if you haven't already. Okay, just continue adding that in, a little at a time, and keep mixing. Okay guys, I've just added the last bit of flour into the mixture, and you can see it's formed a little dough, which we're going to roll up into cookies now. And this is actually such a special recipe. It's my mom's recipe, and these are Greek shortbreads, which is called Kourabiedes in Greek, which is shortbread cookies, served at Christmas time. It's actually awesome to have it any time of year, but it's delicious. I really recommend you trying this out. It's really, really good. It's shortbread, and I'm making it in my mom's kitchen, so that's really special to me. And I wanted to share this recipe with you, so I hope you guys give it a try. So let's get on to the next step and get a baking tray out to shape our cookies. Okay guys, now we've got our baking tray and our cookie dough ready, and now all we're going to do is roll the dough into the shape of a walnut or little mini balls. Just have fun with this, guys. After all, it is a Christmas season and this is really fun. You can shape it how you like, but preferably traditionally stick to this size. This recipe should yield about 40 cookies. You can make them a little larger if you like, or smaller. It's up to you. Got about 40 cookies here. We're going to pop this into the oven until it's lightly colored. Do not let it go golden brown, just lightly colored, for about 20 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius. And now we are just going to, before we put this into the oven, we're going to just add in our cloves. This is optional, but the recipe calls for it, and it's my mom's signature recipe, so therefore I will add the cloves. And it smells really good actually. So just popping your cloves on each cookie. I've added a clove into each cookie, and now it's going into the oven to bake for 20 minutes. What I've got here is 2 cups of icing sugar, and I've got myself another baking tray. You can just get another baking tray or line it with baking wax paper. Now you're going to take half of your icing sugar and just sift it onto your baking tray. And now you'll just set this aside till your cookies come out the oven. I've just taken the cookies out the oven and I've let them cool down for about 10 minutes, and now I'm going to transfer them onto the baking tray with the icing sugar and then cover them with another layer of icing sugar. sugar and sift it over the warm cookies. Look at that, guys, it looks delicious already and very Christmassy. These are amazing shortbread cookies and I hope you give it a try. And please follow us on Twitter, Snapchat, and check out my second channel where we do a lot of crime documentaries. I'll list in the description box down below. It's called ourworldtv. And please subscribe and leave a comment. Guys, I've covered my cookies in icing sugar and the remainder of the icing sugar. And once they've cooled down completely, I'm going to transfer them into a biscuit tin and actually give it as a gift to my sister. This is my mom's recipe and I think she'd enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash the like button and don't forget to check out my second channel called ourworldtv. Links in the description box down below, or you can click on the iCard above. Over there we cover a lot of crime documentaries, do camera reviews, unboxings, pranks, travel vlogs and all sorts of vlogs. So I hope you could check out that channel and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.